Hey everyone, Felix here. Notoriety. Or is it Payday 2 or Payday 3? Anyways, there's so many fun heists you can do. And you can do almost every single one of them in two different ways. Loud or stealth. But what exactly is the difference? Loud is all about the fun and explosions, where you have to strategize your survival to make it out in one piece. Stealth, on the flip side, is about patience, strategy, and being a ninja, keeping quiet, moving in plain sight, and finishing the heist without ever alerting the authorities. And in today's video, I'll be giving you the ultimate loud tips. Whether you're a beginner or a pro, this guide is packed full with all the tips you need to ease your loud experience, guarantee your survival, and complete the heist without failing. So first up, let's talk about the loadout and preparation before you initialize your loud heist. So I would like to point out some important items you would need and some of those things you don't want to bring to a loud heist. For example, the equipment. The thing you do not want to bring is the body bag case. Well, you only need this for stealth, never in loud. You don't need to, do the body bagging situation. Except for the gadget. Please don't bring the brick unless you're doing it just for fun. Next up, the skill you do not want to bring. It is cleaner in Ghost Tree. What's it about? It's about more body bags. Come on, you're going to only be using it in stealth. You're not going to be using the body bags in loud. And for the skills you must bring, first one is morale. Allows you to self-revive. Well, I mean, it's a 50-50% chance if you have the aced version. Or it's still better than nothing if your teammates can't physically revive you. Next is shockproof in Ghost Tree. Please do bring this. Whenever you're encountering a taser or a zapper, just bring this skill. It will actually prevent you from getting downed. The final skill I recommend bringing is Surefire. This allows your ranged weapons to be able to pierce body armor. And also your bullets could go through multiple enemies if you have the aced version. So this skill actually helps you a lot in eliminating hordes of enemies or even, taking down single enemies easier because every enemy has their own body armor and you have to use the skill to, ease the job. So there are also a lot of skills you should bring into your loud heist, but the three I just mentioned before is the most important one. What about the loadout for your primaries and secondaries, equipment, gadgets? Well, it's really up to you, but please don't bring the brick body bag. Moving on to the gunplay. And in this section, I will be covering the tips you should follow to extend your survivability in the game when hordes of enemies are ambushing you. The first one, use cover at all times. So, fighting back with extra cover is way better than fighting back with no cover. Most of the time when you're in a heist, there will be walls, furniture, counters, or obstacles that could help you to act as cover for you to eliminate your enemies without, getting shot. Well, if you know that, in higher difficulties, the enemies would hit harder and push harder and spawn in larger hordes just to take down your team. So whenever they ambush you, just remember to take cover and to fight back. And please don't stay too long in open areas. You'll risk yourself getting downed, okay? Use cover and fight back, little bro. Comboing with the covering technique, you should also utilize peeking. To peek, you can minimize your chances of being hit. To keybind QE. To peek left or right around corners, walls, doorways to fight back without revealing yourself to those gunfires. Next up, switching to your secondary is faster than reloading. Well, this is true for most of the times. Well, suddenly ran out of ammo for a primary and there's just an enemy just 2 feet in front of you and is just trying to give you a massive hug. Well, just switch to your secondary, bro. Save yourself. Well, what if your secondary's ammo is also depleted? Well, you could either choose to run or for cover or even melee, but I heavily discourage using melee. Because melee is more like a fun factor. well, most of the time you won't even be able to take down a horde or even a single guy on higher difficulties. Well, I mean, you could use your melee, but only when there's no other choice and you just want to have fun. You might win for bringing a knife to a gunfight. Next up, use your equipment and throwables. Well, remember, you're in a heist, you've equipped some equipment or even some throwables. Well, just use it. You just brought it to the heist. Well, using these could enhance your survivability within these waves. Well, for example, the medic bags could restore the number of times you can be revived, or even use the stun grenade or flashbang to stun enemies to make a run to do your objectives, or even use your sentries to divert enemies' fire. Next up, please look to the bottom right of the corner of your screen and stay alert about your stats. There will be the stats, you have your health, armor, ammo, there's also the stamina. Pay attention to those 4 metrics. If you have no more armor, take cover and retreat. You have little to no health, stick to covers and stick to your team, or replenish your health if you are soloing. If you have no more ammo, quickly find an ammo bag or pick up some ammo boxes if possible. Or if you like a fun factor, use your melee. If you ran out of stamina, just wait behind the cover and recharge before going in again, especially when you're running to do your objectives. Don't just walk into the crossfire with 0 stamina. Wait until your stamina recharges, then take the run. Next up, I don't think a lot of people know about this, and I just discovered this. You could do this. It is called sliding. Well, up your maneuvering by doing the slide. Just left shift, run, and left control to slide. Why is this important? Well, first, sliding gives you a massive burst of momentum, letting you cross open spaces, much more speed. Well, second, it instantly makes your hitbox just, a little bit smaller. So if there's, a lot of enemies and aim at you, well, sliding makes you a much harder target to hit, saving your ammo and your health. Plus, it's fast, to slip and slide is fun. But please still pay attention to your stamina, which is your stats. So what about being down? What happens? If you're down and you still haven't bled out yet, just make sure to clear as much enemies as possible to allow your teammates to revive you safely. After you have been revived, quickly just find cover and gather yourself back up into the game. Well, what about your teammates down in? Find the best opportunity to immediately rescue back your team into the gunfight. If there's too many enemies there, wait a bit, eliminate some more, and then get back into the fight. Well, being a team player, you have to work with your team. That's the tip. Work with your team. Protect your team against heavy fire. Do objectives together smooth and swiftly, and don't waste time. Make sure everyone is on the same page. Next tip. Spot special enemies. Whenever you see a juggernaut, a taser, or a shield, or whatever you call those, you could call them bulldozer if you want. Or if you hear that terrifying cloak noise, well, just look at them and press your shout button, usually the F key on your keyboard, and you could mark them as special enemies. You could see those highlights, bright red outlines around the enemy that your entire team can see, even through walls or even smokes. After highlighting those special enemies, it stops your teammates from blindly running around a corner and getting instantly downed by a shotgun bulldozer. Second, your character will actually call out the enemy so everyone knows what threat they are pushing into the room. Well, you've got those special enemies marked, so just tackle them. Well, speaking of the enemies, you tackle those special ones first, especially the medics you've spotted. They fully heal those other enemies around him, causing a much harder time for you to take down a horde. Next, well, you might want to take out the cloakers and tasers. They can really put a stump in your gameplay if you don't eliminate them first, or they will eliminate you. Next tip. Aim for the head. While this applies for almost all the enemies you encounter, just aim for the head. Well, nearly every game has that damage multiplier if you aim for the head. Well, juggernauts, cloakers, tasers, or even normal enemies. Just aim for the head if possible. Next tip: destroy flashbangs. While enemies will occasionally throw flashbangs at you, but don't let these blow up in your face. It will blind you and your gunplay. Well, to counter this, just simply take a target practice on a flashbang, in which, it's just shooting at it and it would get the job done. Kind of like cancel culture to cancel the flashbang. Next, beware of explosives. Well, this only applies if you are using explosives like the RPGs, China Lake, grenades, those fun stuffs. Be sure to avoid harming those poor innocent civilians. You're gonna get an expensive cleaning cost for those accidents. Well, if you don't care about those cleaner costs, then well, just fire away. Upcoming the next tips. Know your objectives and don't waste time. Well, no matter if this is your first time doing this heist or the 1,000,000th time doing this, know your objectives. Look onto the left of your screen. Take a look what to do next and quickly do your objectives. It's better to not waste time and then escape quickly. The more you persist in these waves, there are more enemies and harder they will be ambushing you. And next, find the best time to do your objectives. Sometimes there might be a little bit too many enemies for you to do your objectives. So at that time, you might want to halt a bit and wait and let the enemies fade out. Then you can do your objectives with less enemies to worry about. In between waves, there is roughly 1 minute of peace for you to progress with less enemy fire or them ambushing you. So use those time to progress further into the objectives and finish the heist. Well, sometimes you have to encounter with those bags in heists. Well, you have to secure them, right? So please do protect them. Your loot is the whole reason you're doing the heist, right? Well, but the cops aren't just there to shoot you. They're actively trying to steal your bags back. If you leave those loot sitting around, well, the cops might pick them up and carry them away. So to stop this, please never leave your bags scattered around out in the open. Always throw them into a secure, easily defensible corner. Well, preferably behind cover or inside the room where you are holding out. Well, and keep an eye on them while you fight. Well, if you see a cop walking away with your bag, just get them back. Very easy. Move your bags together as a team and don't let the cops rob you. After finishing your heist with my tips, level up yourselves, skill up, and probably even buy some more stronger gear. And that's pretty much all the tips I have for you right now for Loud. And well, thanks for your time, guys. For more tips, just leave a comment. Yep. Have a great time, guys. Subscribe.